Hello everyone, this is Princess here, and in today's video we are going to talk about the infiltration report for March of 2022. So to start off, we have, starting on the 25th, this was a quality of life update that we got. So there's this new empowerment button that was added, which lets you view your character's skills, their equipment, their crystals, and their boards and stuff like that. They also added a new button to help you scroll through story chapters and then 6-man area, so that's pretty convenient. You don't have to move around the map several times. And they also added a character summary, which was added to the party editing screen. So just to kind of show off a little more about the empowerment button here, let me just go back for a quick second. Let's say for example I go to Garnet here. So it's this button over here on the left. You tap that and it shows you her crystal level, and you can go and farm the crystals right now if you're missing out on any. It shows you the character levels, and again you can go and farm XP for them if you didn't do it before. Their summon boards and character boards, force enhancements, this would be their weapon passives, their armor passives, and the bloomstones. So it's just a little convenient to how do I say this, kind of makes it a little more easier to level up your characters and all that stuff. Next up we have story content. So we're already getting Arc 3 Chapter 10. So already we're at Chapter 10, and it won't be long before Arc 3 ends, and maybe we'll get Arc 4 next. The next story character that we are getting is going to be Minwoo from Final Fantasy II. And just like with Luna Freya, he is getting a force and he's getting a burst weapon. The synergy characters featured here are going to be Minwoo, Locke, Shadow, Cisne, Vanille, and Nine. They will also be getting their force enhancements, and they're also going to have the super synergy for World of Illusions Ultimate and for Divine Bahamut. So right over here you can see Minwoo has his force and his burst weapon, and he's got a lot of follow-up attacks and trap attacks if you haven't seen the preview. So then we have the 5th anniversary closing campaign, or closing party campaign. So this begins on March 2nd, and basically you're going to get a free draw on 4 banners. 2 of them is going to be on Vaughn's Intertwined Will banner, and then the other 2 are going to be on the Chapter 10 Part 2 banner. Oh, and one last thing. So they also mentioned daily Gigantor missions, so you can earn 4 tokens daily. There's going to be some new panel missions, and what's also cool is that the Force banner, the one that we had in Anniversary where it's where it goes up to Chorus Force, that has been extended to March 17th, and it's honestly been a really fun banner. I was lucky enough to get Tidus, Reno, and Braska's Force, so if you manage to get any forces, new forces that you missed out on, let me know in the comments. So then we have our next event character, and the hint is that it's one of the Warriors of Dawn who sealed X-Death. So the hint is that, well, that's the hint, and people are suspecting that this is Dorgan from Final Fantasy V. For those who don't know, he's Bartz's dad, so pretty cool to see more dads getting into this game. We got Braska, we have Dorgan coming in now, and I don't know, maybe we'll see Regis next, or Regis, I don't know how you pronounce it. Then we have 6-man quest Area 3. This will start in the middle of March, and a spring campaign will also be held at the same time, and new stickers will also be added. And there's also going to be a new burst that will be featured on this. No one knows who it is yet, but I'm excited. Then we have our intertwined wills for this month. So first is going to be Vaughn, and then the second one is going to be for Aranea. Alright, so moving on to the producer notes. So starting with character reworks, Locke and Vanille will get a rework on February 28th. Vaughn gets a rework on March 4th. Kefka and Hope on the 10th. A new burst, a returning burst, and Tancred on the 15th, because the Poison Junkie really needed it. Aranea on the 18th, and then Lise on the 24th, which I'm pretty excited about. And then this bit over here, so this is talking about the changes to the burst weapons. So When the burst weapons first came out, it was strictly for the main heroes and the main villains, which included like Warrior of Light and Garland, Terra and Kefka, or Noctis and Arden. And then months later, they changed it so that characters who were featured in Dissidia would get a burst. So this meant characters like Tifa, Kain, Renoa, Snow, or Gabronth. But now they have changed that. So what they're doing is they're discarding this rule completely. So this means that any character can get a burst weapon, which is pretty crazy, but also pretty interesting. And for me personally, I'm really excited because this means that Rydia or Gladio could get a burst, and I would be totally okay with that. And I would probably be okay with, well, maybe not pitying it. Well, no, I would pity them. Or just use tokens. And then this bit over here, this is talking about Garnet's burst. So for those who don't know, for Global's 4th anniversary, Garnet's burst came out as a global first, and JP will get it, but it's going to be at a later time. So we just got to play the waiting game. And then we have this last bit over here, which is about the limit on like purchasing gems. So purchasable gems will now be 300k. Players who already have more than 300k or 300,000 purchase will not have their extra gems removed. And then after reaching the limit, players can't buy any more gems unless they reduce the amount to lower the limit. And then while the game system prioritizes acquired gems before depleting the purchased gems, there aren't any plans to change that. So I'm not 100% sure how to feel about this because I'm free to play. I don't really swipe in JP. I don't even know how you swipe in JP, but I do think that it's lame that you can't really buy any more unless you lower the limit, especially if you want to buy a costume pack. But that's just how I feel about it. It's not some... I feel like I don't really have much to say about it because I don't really spend money on the game. And then lastly, we have the monthly rewards, which are 5,000 gems, 5 armor tokens, 20 tickets, and then 20 power stones. These will be distributed from February 28th through March 7th. So there's definitely a lot that's coming to JP. New character event, new story, some new intertwined wills. And I'm pretty excited about this. I think the one that really surprised me was just discarding the burst rules, so now anyone can get it. So with that being said, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys very much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.